been needing me too. We're in this game together. We're in this game together. And I believe in you. And I know you believe in me too. We're in this game together. We're in this game together. I've been needing you.
Start.
Good. Give us a sec. Hi there. It's been a hard day's night, but we don't stop until the news does, Max. Would you look at that? There's another game this evening. Welcome to Brandeis College Game Day.
You know, we had a long day yesterday following both the guys and girls teams, but we figured if they're going to be out there grinding it out today, we should be as well. We're going to start off by looking at what's going on in the ladies bracket. Familiar faces for the judges. Amherst took out NYU and will play Nazareth in the round of 32. Conn College also won and will advance to play Montclair State. MIT beat Colby Sawyer, and Roger Williams provided us with a big upset, beating Bowdoin, a top 25 team earlier this season, 3-0. These two teams will face off in what is going to definitely be a great game.
I gotta tell you, the team that really stands out for me there are the Beavers down at MIT. They're dangerous.
You know, they came onto Gordon Field and beat us earlier in the season, so yeah, they have a good team. Williams also advanced. They'll play Ithaca. Other members of the UAA that went down in upsets, Emory and WashU, which were both extremely surprising bracket busters for a lot of people. As for the judges, they're going to take on Misericordia. This is going to be a rematch of 2 seasons ago's Elite 8 game. They'll be looking for revenge against this very solid team. For more info on this game, we're going to kick it over to our expert, Sam Miller.
Sam?
Thanks, Max and Max. So our lady judges expert, before I preview their game tonight against Misericordia, we're going to go over their game yesterday against Penn State Barrett. Sophomore Sydney Moscovich scored the game winner in the 18th minute on a beautiful run down the sideline and a beautiful shot into the far side of the net. Followed by junior Holly Zaffron adding an insurance tally in the 59th minute with a big free kick goal that went bar down. Defense was sturdy once again, allowing only 1 shot on goal, which senior keeper Michelle Savuto made a great save on. Alexis Grossman went untested in the second half, leading to another shutout for the judges, their 12th on the year. Penn State Barons keeper Taylor Troyan made a valiant effort in the loss, making 7 saves, but it wasn't enough to stem the tide of the judges' onslaught. Turning to tonight's action, the judges are set to face Misericordia, who defeated the judges in the Elite 8 by a 2-0 decision in their run 2 years ago, as Max said earlier. The Cougars defeated Cabrini College last night 4-0, led by their 2 leading scorers, a junior and senior combo, both named Megan. The offensive firepower is on full display with a lot of goals, and it will be a tough battle. It's going to be a strength against strength as the Misericordia team comes in averaging 3.49 goals a game, while the judges only let up 0.44 goals a game this year. I think the defense is going to be the difference maker, and that the judges will pull it out in the nail biter 2-1. Before we kick it back to Max and Max, I'd like to congratulate the basketball team on a hard-fought win yesterday, 85-36 over the Salve Regina team. The team effort was led by Maria Jackson's 19 points and helped propel the judges into the finals today. Back to you, Max and Max.
And we're back. Thanks, Sam, for that great coverage. We're going to kick our attention over to the men's bracket now. Franklin and Marshall, they're going to take on Rochester today in the round of 32. F&M has been one of the top-ranked schools in the country all year long, but we took a nice little uppercut from Rochester earlier this year, 2-1, so they're definitely a dangerous team as well. This game is a toss-up in my opinion, but I think I'm going to go with Rochester. I think they're going to pull the upset, and I think they're going to take home the W.
Max, that's interesting. My sister goes to Franklin and Marshall, actually, and I've heard absolutely nothing from her about the team, so I'm going to have to side with you on that one. Rochester it is, 2-1.
As I predicted yesterday, Amherst beat Fitchburg State, and they're going to face off against St. Lawrence in a big-time matchup right below us in the bracket. The NESCAC is solid, but I think that that St. Lawrence is going to be taking this game unless they ran out of goals in their 7-1 performance in the round of 64.
That does happen.
Chicago won, and they're going to be moving on in Wheaton, Illinois side of the bracket. However, Emory is going to be taking an early exit this year with a loss to Barry. Wheaton and Tufts will be facing off in the round of 32 as we predicted, which will definitely be a great game, and we're looking forward to that one. Catholic actually unfortunately took out the Coast Guard, so a New England team went down, and it's set up to match up against Muhlenberg, which should be a good game. The winner will then face either Wheaton or Tufts. There will be some awesome games coming up, including Brandeis versus Bowdoin. But for a little bit more insight on what happened on Gordon Field last night, I'm going to kick it over to my friend, colleague, and partner, Max Berner.
Max Berner here.
Last night, Michael Soboff started the scoring with a goal early in the first half. After that, Jake Picard netted 2 more to lead to the final score of 3-0. We're going to go through a quick reenaction of these goals.
So what we had here was Soboff. He collected the ball somewhere around this area over here, dribbled in, and then had a shot, and it went in the net. Let's take a look.
The next goal came from Jake Picard as he ripped a shot from right about the box, and the goalie was shielded, and it went in for a goal.
The last goal, another ripper by Picard, came on a corner kick that he was able to booty into the back of the net. The late game, which was Bowdoin at Brockport. Pretty identical stats from both of these teams this game, with Bowdoin having 12 shots with 4 on goal to Brockport's 13 shots with 4 on goal. They had a couple of serious stars on the offensive end going on for both of them, with Colin Gotel for Brockport, who notched 3 shots with 2 on goal and 1 goal, to Thomas Henschel on Bowdoin, who's going to be a real threat to Brandeis tonight. He also had 3 shots on goal, with 2 finding the back of the net. So we're gonna have to be careful there. Brandeis is gonna have to look towards their stellar defensive players to be able to match that firepower that Bowdoin's been throwing up top.
Yeah, you know, we've played solid defensively all year long. Ravi's been great in net. We have studs back there at center back and on the outside backs. I think that they'll be able to lock it down, but what do you think?
I don't know, Max. It's always nice to be confident in your squad, you know, to be able to kick your feet back, just sort of relax, and, you know, think about all the firepower that you're throwing up there at the front end, at the back end. You've got a stellar all-UAA goalie in Graffi. You've got phenomenal defenders. It's a really stellar squad through and through. They're deep through the bench. They're top 25. Man, that's a squad that I wouldn't throw up against a Premier League team.
You know, they really are deep. They've played unbelievably all throughout the season, all throughout the pitch. I mean, top to bottom, they're a great team.
They pass well. They use the backfield well. They're phenomenal shooters from inside and outside of the 18. They know how to finish on crosses. Just a dynamic squad.
I'd like to see them control the ball a little bit tonight. You know, try and get these Bowdoin boys a little tired. I think that we probably have better conditioning than they do. We'll see if that plays into fruition. It's also cold out tonight. It didn't play much of a factor last night, but I think that Bowdoin's going to be a little bit better competition. So we'll see if they're a little bit more acclimated to the weather than we are. But I don't foresee it to be an issue, honestly.
Now, the one thing that you really got to take a look at when you're thinking about Bowdoin is their size. Bowdoin's not a huge squad, with the majority of their players being under 6 feet tall. And looking at their game yesterday against Brockport, there were a total of 4 fouls all game. This is not a physical Bowdoin team that Brandeis is going up against.
No, they're not, and I think that's going to be a major issue for them. We're a pretty physical team. We have a lot of finesse, but we also like to grind it out in the back, especially. Connor Lanahan comes to mind.
No one likes to bang bodies like the Lanahan.
He wins headers like nobody's business, and he'll foul you if you get in there. So
You be careful. Those yellows, they'll come out, but they'll be worth it.
So yeah, I think we know who we're picking.
I think it's pretty simple. Always and forever. Once you're a judge, you're always a judge.
Forever.
So, when it comes to our prediction tonight, I think Bowdoin may be able to find the back of the net once, but no more than that. And you'd be really, really surprised to see Brandeis doing anything less than 3 goals. It's Judgment Day.
That it is, my friends. We're gonna look to have a good one tonight. We'd like to see you guys all out on Gordon Field. That's it. Max and Max signing off for College Game Day.